everyone, I'm Hallie. Welcome back to my channel. I was just playing around in the studio and then I thought, well, I could be filming this. It could be a process video. So here's the process. You guys remember the printing on fabric thing that I was doing. So I printed this out. Let me show you. This is part of my One Book July thing that's going in my traveler's notebook that I'm working on from a purse. So it's going inside this. So this was this pattern. Let me see if I can find. Okay, here we go. So I did have this on the back of the cover. So it was like a front and back thing. And then I decided it's kind of I wanted it to be a little bit lighter. So I made this more, I don't know if you can tell on the camera. But anyway, this is a little bit lighter. It's a little bit more lavender than this is a darker purple. So I pulled that off. Let me show you. So it was on the back of here. And so I pulled it off. And I coordinated with this pattern. So I just printed that out on cardstock and then glued it to the back. And then I took, hang on, see my little thing of tea? I took that and just went around the edge like that and sort of stained it up. And then I really went to town on this. I actually think that I could dip the whole thing in tea staining and it would look pretty cool, but I'm going to keep it as it is. And then there's the back. I put a lace pattern on the back and then printed out cardstock for pockets to go on here. So I don't know, this still has to dry, so I'm going to set that to dry and we'll show you what I'm planning on doing in here. So what I like to do for my traveler's notebooks is have the insert part be swappable. So I can do these sturdier cover type things with pockets, and then when I fill something out or if I want to change it out, I can with the inside insert instead of sewing it. So yeah, so these are pockets that I made to go like so. And let me show you. It comes out on a sheet, printable, so there's 4 of these. And then what I did with this, I don't know if you can tell the difference. This looks a little greener. I went around the edge up to where this fake stitching is and just used the tea, and it kind of made it a little greener. It looks, I rather like that for a design feature. And then all I'm going to do is just glue the pockets in. And there are ways to make more expandable pockets and sturdier pockets and that sort of thing. I haven't really found that it's all that necessary for my purposes, but one thing I do make sure I do is that I don't use double-sided tape because it doesn't dry. And if I use double-sided tape here and then shove something in here, sometimes if you can shove it too far and then it gets stuck on the tape or it comes apart. So with glue, it's just a little bit glue dries. So that's why I do that. And here's this one. So you just want to do the L. So this is kind of a tutorial process video kind of thing. Ooh, bug. And there we go. So these are secretarial pockets. Now I could take a smaller piece of paper and do something there and do another pocket, but I'm going to show you on the next one how to do a double pocket. All right, so there's that. There's the front, there's the back, and let me see if I can work on this yet. Okay, so that's nice and grungy. Look at that. I'm kind of thinking I really want to dip it, but for the purposes of this video, I'll just keep going. So what I'm going to do is I printed this beautiful old lace pattern on the front and the back of this cardstock, and then I went around the edge with my tea stain. I think I'm going to do a separate, I think I will do a separate video of tea staining the whole thing and just seeing what it looks like. But I'm going to cut this in half, and I will be right back. So you will hear me cutting off camera on my cutting thingy. And I'm just going to cut this in half. And there we go. And that was not very sharp. So I will trim. I shall trim. Okay, there's that. And this one, I don't know why it didn't cut. It does that sometimes, but maybe it was the water or the wetness. Who knows? Anyway, feel free to fast forward. Okay, so there's that. Now, the way you do this is, I think I'll make that. Okay. Whoop. Put that there. Okay, so if this were just, you know, like a regular size pocket, I would just go blup, blup with a, you know, in the L shape, and there you have it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it. So we will end up with a pocket here and a pocket here. And let me see if I like, because now I'm thinking, well, I guess I should tea stain this part too. So I think I will do that. But I think I'll do it after I glue, and then it can just all dry. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that works. Oh, and then the other thing I like to do is either round these corners, or usually what I do is just go snippety snip like that. Kind of like artichoke leaves. You know, when you're making artichokes, you just cut the thorny parts off the leaves. So, all right. I don't know. What do you think? Well, we'll give it a go. All right. So, we got to do this part here. So there's that, and just glue that down. So that's one pocket, and then we're just going to go down the whole thing in an L shape. And go like that. And there you have it. Now I'm looking at it thinking, oh, I could have sewed or something. But I think I'll just take the tea stuff and go around, and then that, instead of distressing it, that'll be the distressing. Oh, it's so distressing. I'm distressed at my distressing. And we can do that. I'm really liking that. So, there we go with that. And I'll probably, so I'll do the other side. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do this. I even have a bone folder for such an occasion, which I don't always use. Okay, so there's that. And then, so I'm not terribly precise, as you might have guessed, with how I do stuff. I was trying to measure, like, I'm working on tutorials for Teachable, and I was measuring, and it's just better if I eyeball things. It's much easier. I just have to have more practice with the measuring. So there we go. Oh wait, I was gonna glue first, wasn't I? I'm sure this just drives people crazy watching me work. Okay. There we go with that. Now there is, I call it the M pattern of making a deeper pocket, you know, one that kind of expands. But my experience with those is that I don't necessarily like them expanding, you know, like they need to be secure on both sides, kind of like if you see pockets in a Moleskine, or however you say it. So there's that and that. And now we'll just do this. And it looks like my battery's going, so we might be cutting this short. Which it's not short because we're at 11 minutes, so. Okay, there we go. And now I just have to, oops. Now I have to tack that down and glue some lacy bits and then do a collage, and I'll be back in the next segment. All right, bye.